Hey there, I'm Benjamin from Loves Data. In this video, I'm going to show you how to track HTML5 videos embedded on your website into Google Analytics. And we're going to use Google Tag Manager to capture all of the information about our videos. This will let us report on how many times people watch our videos, including their progress, video completions, and more. I've previously covered how to track embedded YouTube and Vimeo videos into Google Analytics, but what if you're not using one of these video platforms? What if you're using a different method for embedding videos? Well, that's exactly what we're going to cover. Okay, let's head to my demo site. This demo site is on Squarespace, but the two videos at the top are simply HTML5 videos that have been embedded on the website. We can right-click on the video and select Inspect. This lets us see it's a HTML5 video embedded directly on the page. This means that Google Analytics won't automatically track when people watch this video. You could upload the video to YouTube and then use enhanced measurement to automatically track it, but if you don't want to use YouTube, you can still track the video using Google Tag Manager. Okay, let's close this. And let's head to Google Tag Manager. I want to highlight that I've already created a Google tag in my container to send page views and other events to Google Analytics. You can check if you have this too by navigating to Tags. Here we can see the Google tag that is sending information to Google Analytics. If you don't see a Google tag in your Google Tag Manager container, then I recommend watching my Google Tag Manager tutorial series. I've included a link in the description. Okay, now we're going to begin by creating a number of variables. So let's navigate to Variables. We will use a variable to check if pages contain an embedded video, and we'll also use variables to capture all of the information about the videos people watch on our website. Let's click New to create a new variable. And let's name our first variable HTML5 Video Check. We're going to use this variable to check if a HTML5 video is embedded on the page someone is on. So let's select Variable Configuration and choose Custom JavaScript as the variable type. Now I'm going to paste a function that checks to see if there is a video tag. If there is a HTML5 video, then this variable will return a value of true. Okay, let's save the variable. Now we're going to create variables that will capture information about the videos people are watching. We will then use these variables to send the information to Google Analytics. Let's click New to create another variable. Let's name the variable HTML5 Video Current Time. And let's select Variable Configuration and choose Data Layer Variable as the variable type. Now let's enter video underscore current underscore time as the data layer variable name. This variable will capture the current time from the video someone is watching. Now let's save the variable. And let's create another variable. Let's name the variable HTML5 Video Duration. And let's select Variable Configuration and choose Data Layer Variable as the variable type. Now for the data layer variable name, let's enter video underscore duration. This variable will capture the total duration of the video someone is watching. Now let's save the variable. Let's click New to create another variable. Let's name the variable HTML5 Video %. Select Variable Configuration and choose Data Layer Variable. Now for the data layer variable name, let's enter video underscore %. This variable will capture the percentage of the video that has been watched. And let's save the variable. Let's click New again. Let's name this variable HTML5 Video Provider. Let's select Variable Configuration and choose Data Layer Variable again. Now for the data layer variable name, let's enter video_provider. This variable will capture the provider of the video someone is watching, like YouTube or Vimeo, and let's save the variable. Let's create another variable. Let's name the variable HTML5 video title. And let's select variable configuration and choose data layer variable as the variable type. For the data layer variable name, let's enter video_title. This variable will capture the title of the video someone is watching. Let's save the variable. And let's create one more variable. Let's name the variable HTML5 video URL. Select variable configuration and choose data layer variable as the variable type. For the data layer variable name, let's enter video_URL. This variable will capture the URL of the video someone is watching. And let's save the variable. We've now created all the variables we need, so let's navigate to Triggers. We're going to create two triggers. The first trigger we're going to create will be used to add our video tracking tag to pages on our website that have a video embedded. This ensures we're only adding the additional code when necessary. So let's click New. Let's name the trigger HTML5 Video Present. And let's select Trigger Configuration. Now let's choose Page View Window Loaded as the trigger type. And let's adjust the trigger so it only fires on some window loaded events. Now let's select our HTML5 video check variable using the drop-down. And then select equals and enter true. This trigger will check if a video is embedded on a page once the page is loaded. Now let's save the trigger. And let's create one more trigger. We're going to use this trigger to fire our Google Analytics event tag. So let's name the trigger HTML5 Video Events. And let's select Trigger Configuration and choose Custom Event as the type. Now let's enter open parenthesis video_progress pipe, video_start pipe, video_complete close parenthesis. And let's enable the regular expression matching option. This trigger will look for the video progress, video start, and video complete data layer events to trigger our tag. Okay, let's save the trigger. Now let's navigate to Tags. We're going to create two tags, one that will capture all of the information about the videos people are watching, and another to send data to Google Analytics. So let's create a new tag. Let's name the tag HTML5 Video Tracking. Now let's select Tag Configuration. And let's choose Custom HTML as the tag type. And I'm going to paste the JavaScript code which does all of the heavy lifting. This code captures details about the embedded videos. It pushes information to the data layer when people start to play the video, as they progress through the video, and when they finish watching the video. And unlike other solutions out there, I've refined this solution so that it mirrors the behavior and details that are captured automatically by Google's enhanced measurement feature for tracking embedded YouTube videos. This means it's much easier to compare the performance of different types of videos that have been embedded on your website. I've included a link in the description to get this code. Okay, now let's select triggering. And let's select the HTML5 video present trigger we created earlier. This means that this JavaScript will only be added to pages that contain embedded HTML5 videos. To ensure the code loads on pages you know contain embedded videos, you could also add another custom trigger based on the page path or URL. Now let's save the tag. And let's create one more tag. Let's name the tag Google Analytics GA4 HTML5 Video Tracking. And let's select Tag Configuration. Now let's choose Google Analytics and select GA4 Event as the tag type. We need to either enter our measurement ID from Google Analytics, or if you've created a variable to store your measurement ID, you can select this. If you don't know your measurement ID or have a variable like this one yet, then please watch my dedicated Google Tag Manager tutorial series for the steps to get up and running. Now for the event name, let's select the variable icon and choose the event variable. This will automatically pass the name of the data layer event to Google Analytics. In a moment, we'll also apply the trigger we created to this tag. This will mean the tag will only send the video progress, video start, and video complete events to Google Analytics. Now let's select event parameters. And let's click Add Parameter so we have 6 parameters. Let's enter a name for each parameter. Let's enter video underscore title, then video underscore percent, video underscore current underscore time, video underscore duration, video underscore provider, and video underscore URL. These replicate all of the parameters that are automatically collected by enhanced measurement for embedded YouTube videos. Now let's go ahead and select the variables we created for each of these parameters. These variables will dynamically pass values to our GA4 event tag when people watch our videos. Now let's select Triggering and choose our HTML5 video events trigger. Now let's save the tag. And let's click Preview to load Tag Assistant and test our video tracking. Let's enter a URL on our website that includes an embedded HTML5 video. And let's click Connect. Our website loads. Before we play one of the videos, let's open the Tag Assistant tab. We can see the HTML5 video tracking tag has fired. This is the custom JavaScript tag that will push events to the data layer when people watch our videos. Okay, now let's head back to the website. And let's play one of the videos. Let's open the Tag Assistant tab again. On the left, we can see a video engagement event has been pushed to the data layer. Let's select this. We can see our video tracking tag has been fired. We can select the tag. And since Values is selected on the top right corner, We can see all of the information that has been sent to Google Analytics. We can see details for the video title, video percent, which is 0 because we just clicked to play the video, along with other information. Let's close this. Since the video is still playing, we can see additional video engagement events have been pushed to the data layer. Let's select one of these. And let's select the tag. The details look similar, but this time the video percent and video current time parameters reflect the progress we've made through the video. We can also select the measurement ID at the top of Tag Assistant to view the events that have been sent to Google Analytics. We can see the video start and video progress events. And when we make it to the end of the video, we'll also see the video complete event. When you're happy everything is working correctly, you can head back to Google Tag Manager and publish your container. Would you like me to cover the steps to create a video report in Google Analytics, or how this solution can be adjusted to track Squarespace hosted videos? I'd love to know. Please let me know in the comments. And to learn even more about Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics, take a moment to subscribe to this channel and check out my courses. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.